Coca-Cola is under fire this morning in the battle over America's obesity epidemic. We first told you about this story yesterday. Well, the soda giant donated millions to spread the message that Americans pay too much attention to what they eat and drink instead of focusing on how much they exercise. Much of the money went to a nonprofit called the Global Energy Balance Network that supports this argument. Our Dr. David Agus is in Los Angeles. David, good morning.
Good morning, Nora.
You're outraged by this.
Oh, it's just astounding is that, with no transparency, these three university professors state that it's not what you eat, it's just how much you exercise that's responsible for obesity and for diabetes. And they're funded by Coca-Cola. And it wasn't even stated on their website until last week that Coca-Cola was behind all of this.
In fact, Doctor, listen to one of the leading scientists from this nonprofit group in their announcement video.
Most of the focus in the popular media and in the scientific press is, oh, they're eating too much, blaming fast food, blaming sugary drinks, and so on. And there's really virtually no compelling evidence that that, in fact, is the cause.
Is that true? There's no compelling evidence that that's the cause?
Oh, come on. The scientific world and the media world are against Coca-Cola. And there's a conspiracy to push down drinking Coke in this country. What do you think? The data are actually the opposite, is that in order to lose weight, you have to do both exercise and reduce the calories in. And that data are very clear. It's also very clear that drinking sugary sodas is responsible for deaths in the United States. A publication last year put that number at 25,000 deaths a year related to the excess consumption of sugary drinks.
So we've seen a decline in the sales of those kinds of drinks, correct?
Yeah, so over the last 10 years, there's been a yearly decline. And so this is one of the lowest over the last, decades of soda drinks. And obviously, there's got to be a reaction from these companies saying, let's figure out a way to shift the blame. Let's push it elsewhere to get people to drink more of these. And this is not appropriate. We need real transparency here. A university professor has a responsibility to the public of speaking truth and of being transparent where his or her funding come from. These are taxpayer funded nonprofit institutions. We can't allow these things to happen.
Well, on that note, in a blog post, Doctor, Coke defended itself, saying, quote, "At Coke, we believe that a balanced diet and regular exercise are two key ingredients for a healthy lifestyle, and that is reflected in both our long-term and short-term business actions." Is this ethical?
Oh, that's an appropriate statement,
yeah,
and
exactly.
I agree with that. At the same time is that you cannot then fund websites that push the opposite. And so what you say and what you do have to be in line with each other. They're saying the right thing here, but they're obviously not doing the right thing. And so we need to stand up to this.
So the rule for today is eat and drink less and exercise more.
The rule I think is moderation. Drinking sugary sodas is a recreational activity. We have a right to do it. But at the same time, we have to be transparent that there are health effects to what we do.
She's laughing at me because she thinks that she loves the word moderation and I don't.
I always counsel moderation, and Charlie says full passion in life. But we understand what we're both saying. So when you said I'm for moderation, we both kind of shot a little glance to each other, like.
No amount of exercise. If you keep eating those Big Macs, you're not going to get that six-pack. I'll tell you that much.
That's right. Yeah.
Dr. David Agus, thank you.